with the honor and privilege to welcome you all to the Area 66 joint meeting belongs to Division and District 79. We have gathered here to witness an exciting section of Toastmasters meeting. The mission of Toastmasters is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual has an opportunity to develop and practice communications and leadership skills. The basic guidelines to follow for the today's meeting: make sure that your video is on whenever you are called upon to speak. And if you have any queries, please write into the chat box. So without any further ado, to preside over today's meeting, we have a gentleman, Toastmaster of more than 6 years. He is a design engineer by profession. Toastmasters Club and Area 66 director. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Kabir to the virtual podium. Toastmaster Kabir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sarfraz, for your generous introduction. Fellow Toastmaster guests and my dear dignitaries, warm good afternoon. I'm glad to welcome you all for Area 66 event. This is our second event in this program year. Our Area 66 is one of the unique area in our District 79. We have 4 clubs in our area. All the 4 clubs are having their uniqueness. We have well-established club in our area, which is chartered in 1997. That is Kohinoor Toastmasters Club. And we have one more club, baby, that just they chartered 7 months before. That is Eagles Toastmaster Club. Also, that is Corporate Club. Also, we have 2 more different language clubs. One is Riyadh Tamil Toastmaster Club and another one is Riyadh Malayalam Toastmasters Club. So we have different kind of people and different kind of community people in our area. This is our strength. Today's theme is the spark is within you. Yes, every member has their own spark. As a leader, we should help and support them to ignite their spark. I strongly believe this kind of event that to improve their communication and leadership style also, as well as for all the leadership quality. Without further delay, let us go into the session. First of all, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries, all the leaders, our Division N Director, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar, also Toastmaster Muhammad Abdullah, Area 5 Director, and all other dignitaries. Also my mentor, DTM Samir Khamal. First, I would like to have some encouraging words from our Division N Director, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Naresh Kumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kabir, Area 66 Director. Hope I'm audible, right? Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear dignitaries and my dear DTM Samir Kamal. First of all, my sincere thanks to DTM Samir Kamal for taking this role and making this event as a much more useful one. Because when the idea came into the picture, when the idea was thrown by Toastmaster Kabir, it was like a mentorship as well as some experience we can gain through the table topic activities. During when who could be the right person for the mentorship, the first name came into our mind. We are a team. Almost all of them got the same name, which is DTM Samir Kamal. Such a wonderful and proven leader and mentor to many of the Toastmasters in Riyadh. So thanks to DTM Samir Kamal and making this. And I am going to today, although I'm a division and director working as a facilitator, to be very frank, I did nothing. Everything was taken care by the event chair and the Area 66 director, Toastmaster Kabir. I could witness the great leadership skills experienced by Toastmaster Murali, the way he has organized the whole things, and in a very smooth manner, he brought everything in place and making it happen. Such a wonderful leader. He has a great miles to go for him, and everybody can learn from him as well. Thanks to Toastmaster Murali for such a wonderful leadership skills you are possessing today, and thanks to Toastmaster Kabir to conduct this event. Being the division and director, I'm going to enjoy the whole show, and I also would like to thank the Division A Director, DTM Abdul, who have joined today with us. So with all your permission, although he is having one event today, he has joined with us. I would like to have him with all your permission, please. Team Abdul, please.
Thank you, my good friend DND, respected area directors, and our distinguished Toastmaster Samir Kamal, who is continuing to serve the region and the district. Thank you so much for all. Yes, this is a very important and very required, needed topic, because I believe mentors are going away. The mentorship, the whole scenario is going away. And what a coincidence that today Area 66 is organizing, and then at the same time even Area 1 is hosting the same event. That shows how important it is. Regardless, both the areas organizing, we need that. We need every area, every club organize this particular topic, because it is going away from us, this mentorship. We don't see members getting mentored from their mentors before delivering speeches. It's going off, that practice. So it is a good thing that we have started it, and let us focus more on this mentorship, so that, you know, as a whole, I always believe that we, the division directors, we always discuss and we say that let us work together as one region, so that, you know, we understand each other's problem, help each other, and grow together. I think we all remember the project that DTM Samir started, E3, empower, educate, and expand the Riyadh region. So this is what we have to work on. There are a lot of potentials, and yes, it can start from the mentorship. If you have proper mentors, the members will stay and they will learn and they will educate themselves and grow as Toastmasters. Wish you all the best for this event, and I congratulate Toastmaster Khabir and the council for this wonderful event, and wish you all the best. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Abdul, for joining us today. And thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters. I once again welcome you all and thank you all for this wonderful show. And my special thanks to Toastmaster Morley and Toastmaster Kabir. And over to Toastmaster Kabir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Division A Director, as well as our Division A Director, DTM Aftal. Thank you so much being with us. It's a very honor to us. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, without further delay, let us move on to the session. Yeah, this is time to introduce our event chair, the man behind this grand successful event. He is a Toastmaster since 2016, and he served many roles in his club, like treasurer, VP education, VP PR, president, many roles. Currently, he is serving as a program assistant area 66 director, program quality in our area 66. Please help me to put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Murali Krishnan, our event chair.
Thank you very much, Area Director, Toastmaster Kabir, and my leaders in Division N, Director, Toastmaster Naresh, DTM Afdal, DTM Samar Kamal, DTM Rasul Salam. All are welcome to the show. I'm really excited today's show. The reason is, it is extremely two different sessions. One is our great leader and mentor who is conducting a training or education, whatever you can call a session. Secondly, there is a table topic marathon. Table topic marathon, there is a different topics. Today we are going to hear. This is really, for me, making an excitement for this today's show. It is Area 66 second joint meeting, and we make sure continue our journey with different topics. Today we just relax, enjoy the show. We have good leaders, two table topic masters are joining with us, and other all leaders. As a member of Toastmaster, it will be a good experience for each and every members. Just enjoy the show. Today, we have a master of ceremony. The person is a member of Kohinoor Toastmaster Club, and his passion is, actually he's a sportsman and like very much in cricket. And now he's working as a manager of Bahrain Logistic Company. And he was a long stay in US, worked as a manager there also. And he go this journey as a Toastmaster as a passion. We can welcome today's master of ceremony, Toastmaster Ibrahim Ali. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Event Chair, Toastmaster Murli Krishnan, for a sumptuous introduction. Area 66 Director, Toastmaster Kabir, Division N Director, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar, DTMs, trainers, table topic masters, club presidents, and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to the joint meeting of Area 66 under Division N. What an awesome arrangement I get to see, especially when we had one another session to witness. This seems to be the answer for some of the questions that popped up in my mind. And I firmly believe this is going to be a marvelous program, and I'm absolutely excited about this. Individuals and organizational performance can be affected by many factors. And one amongst those is communication. Mentoring and impromptu communication is few of the many attributes that I see as contributing factor towards your personal and organizational growth. And during the past century, humanity has discovered more about learning than ever before, but our challenges have become more complex. They need to convert new knowledge into bottom line performance, and that has never been greater. So no one can force another to learn. However, we can cultivate an environment where people can exercise their unique human capacities to learn, grow, and change. We as Toastmasters are empowered to do that. My heart goes out to those who knew there are better options of entertaining themselves, but have chosen to be here. So kudos to you all for making a smart choices. And I truly appreciate and admire their selfless contribution to the Toastmasters community in Area 66? Yes, definitely. The spark is within you, and the trainer is here to sharpen and brighten that spark. We have an excellent trainer down here. He's an architect who believes that the architecture is not only about designing buildings. Think about his thinking. He thinks architecture impacts the environment and people. Therefore, the design should be considered constructing healthy and sustainable buildings. What an awesome thought. He holds a project management professional. He's a PMP and lead accredited professional, credentials, and certified trainer. He believes in volunteerism. That's why he's here. And joined the Jordanian Engineer Association of Riyadh chapter. In addition to Toastmasters International, where he develops his communications and leadership skills and supports others to do the same. His passion is training and coaching, speaker and presenter. He joined Eco Architecture, part of Fawaz Al-Hokair Group in 2006, and currently is a design project manager handling various retail projects for the group. He joined Toastmaster in 2012 and served in different roles in club, area, division, district level. I truly am fascinated to see his entire accomplishments. In 2012, he was the TOC club secretary. In 2013, club VP education and club president division A secretary, area 2 governor assistant. 2014, division 79 webmaster and assistant of division A governor. 2015, division A director. 2016, central region training head PQDT. 2017, the advisor for the division A, B, and N, area 2 director. Learning pathway ambassadors and guide, the Arabic clubs committee chair, assistant for central region club. In addition to serving his home club, VP education and VPM of Riyadh Gems Advanced Toastmasters Club. In 2018, the PQD of Division 79. 2019, the district director of Division 79. And he has accomplished significant awards during these years. The list is on and on. I'm pretty much confident that he is a familiar name in this area. Fellow Toastmasters, let's welcome Toastmaster Samir Kamal as our today's trainer to train us how to be an effective mentor. Toastmaster Samir Kamal, the podium is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ibrahim. Actually, I expected you will brief about the introduction and avoid reading it all. It's very boring introduction. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ibrahim.
You earned it.
Thanks a lot. Fellow Toastmasters, Division N Director, Area 66 Director, Event Chair, and all our beloved Toastmasters in Area 66 and the guests. Good afternoon. How to be effective mentor is the topic of today. But before we know why we should be effective mentor, is mentoring important or no? And what is mentoring in your opinion? These all questions, we'll answer it together through this workshop. Before that, let's have some ground rules. Try to avoid any distractions. Only glass of water is allowed. If you have food, if you have drinks, any other thing than the water, especially your mobile, try to avoid any distractions so we can learn together and maximize the benefits of this workshop. Second, participation is a key element of the success of this session. So there is 2 ways in participating, sometimes, or 3 ways actually. Sometimes I will ask you to write in the chat box. Other times I will ask you a question with yes or no, and I will expect you to go to the reaction icon and click yes or no. Then after we finish the question and answering the question, we will remove, after I ask you for that, you will remove the answer from the reactions icon. And if you have any question, you are free to write it in the chat box or wait until we end each segment and I will call for questions. What are our topics today? We speak about mentoring, the benefits of mentoring, and what is mentor qualities, mentees qualities, and the mentoring principles and tools that you can use to be an effective mentor. And lastly, what is the program that Toastmasters International is providing us to be a mentor or pathways mentor. And before that, I would like your participation to describe to me what is mentoring in 3 words. And that will be through a link. It's now in your chat box. Please go to that link and write what is mentoring in 3 words. Can the host enable the screen sharing, please?
Yeah, it's permission given.
Can we go to the link, please, and write there, what is mentoring for you? So as you see in your screen, those are your answers till now. Describe mentoring in 3 words: leader, guiding, helping, somewhat coaching, love, encouraging. What else? Supporting. What else do we have? Wonderful descriptions. Pathfinder, guiding and building relation, lead by example, growth, supporter, listening, leading, knowledge. Wonderful participation. Wonderful participation. So all what you are saying actually is right. It's all about it is mentoring. It's about experience, guiding the new mentee or the new member, sharing experience, listening to the mentee. What else you said? Supporting, it's very important. Availability is a key element to be a good mentor. Helping your mentees, that's important. So wonderful. I don't know, why do you need this workshop? You already know everything. Okay. What is mentoring, fellow Toastmasters? As you mentioned, mentoring is essentially about helping people to develop more effectively. It will help their new mentees to know the way in Toastmasters and know what they can do to be better versions of themselves. It is a relationship designed to build confidence and support the mentee so they can take the control of their own development in Toastmasters journey. So if you notice here, mentoring is not about us as mentors, but mostly about themselves, about the mentees, how we can make them better version of themselves. I like this gentleman, Simon Sinek, and always he starts with why. And if we understand why mentoring is important in Toastmasters, we'll go passionately through mentoring and we'll be passionate mentors. Why mentoring is important? Who can write in chat box? Why mentoring is important in Toastmasters clubs? You can write it in the chat box. What are the benefits that maybe members, maybe mentors, maybe clubs can gain? It will guide them to achieve the pathways. Fine, that's a benefit for the mentee. Build perfect leaders. Okay. What else? Learning by doing. Understand our goals. Teaching. By teaching, you will learn, vice versa. This is a big Iqbal. I'll give you a round of applause, Iqbal. Please, fellow leaders, read the comment of Iqbal Qasim. By teaching, you will learn, vice versa, by learning, you will teach. So it's a dual way or double way of learning procedures, that while you are teaching or sharing what you learned with your mentee, you are learning also as a mentor. And that's one of the benefits being a mentor. To be a public speaker, to guide the members, to know how to proceed. Yes. Thanks, Muhammad. Our role stays to improve one's personality. Exactly. Through mentoring, we pass on knowledge, experience. With that, our students or mentees become the mentors. Great answers. So we have a lot of benefits of mentoring. First of all, easing the transaction, and that's what Sam B is saying, easing the transition of information, experience from one generation to the following generation. And that's why our clubs, many of our clubs are celebrating the 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary, 30th anniversary, because the generations are mentoring the following generations. It's very important. So first of all, we learn as the mentees or the new members, we learn the program of Toastmasters. What are the standards of the club and the culture of it? Can you tell me in your clubs, how can you share the club standards or the culture with the new mentees? You can unmute your mic and share with us.
Appointing a mentor for the new joiner.
Okay. For example, I will share with you my what I noticed in one of the clubs, that they create or they conduct new members orientation event. They go to one istiraha. It's not a club meeting. They go to istiraha. They have an open day. They share. They have a series of education sessions with the new members, and they tell them the history of the club. They tell them the culture of the club. They tell them what is the meeting all about, the roles, the responsibilities. And you know what? This club, I can mention the name actually, PRTC, if you know, PICPA, Riyadh Toastmasters Club. This club, you will notice how are they productive in producing leaders. One of them is James Tarouk, one of them. But there are a lot of leaders being produced of this club. The reason that when they joined the club, they understood all the culture and all the skeleton organization of the club and Toastmasters. Many members, when they join Toastmasters, they don't know anything except their own club. They don't know about the area or the division, or unless they join the contest only. And how many stories we heard from contestants that when they joined the club contest, they didn't know that there are area or there are division contests. And that's because of lack of mentoring. If there was efficient mentoring at that time, he will know that while he's entering the club contest, he expects something in the future. And that's one of the benefits of mentoring. Developing confidence for the new member. When he knows all about the Toastmasters, all about the meetings, the meeting roles, descriptions, he will be confident while he's taking the role. When I took timer, no one told me what is timer all about. The first time, I mean. And it was very, very stressful for me. What should I do? When should I start timing? When should I end? What will I say at the end of the report or at the end of the meeting? So it's very important when we do proper mentoring, we will build this confidence in the mentee. Of course, as a result, that he will participate more. Do you suffer from the lack of participation of the new members? They keep postponing, they keep avoiding taking roles. Maybe mentoring is the reason, lack of mentoring, I mean. Quickly learn speaking skills. When you as a mentor, you are giving the mentee all the skills that he needs to provide you with a good speech, you will help him in learning the speaking skills more quickly. He will not wait until he finish the first path, or he will not wait until he finish the first level. You will help him in taking shortcuts. He may start where you ended in speaking skills. And that's very important for the new mentees. Mentoring actually is not only for the new mentees. It's also for experienced members. For example, when I competed in the humor speech contest, I was the club president. And I think I finished the CC and advanced even at that time. But in the humor speech, I don't know how can I crack jokes. So what was the solution? I asked for a mentor only for the contest, only to help me in adding humor in my speech. And he was DTM Muhammad Mubin. And he helped me a lot. And he was one of the key reasons why I reached to SATAC through this contest. So you may need only, if you are an experienced member, you may need definite skill or a specific skill that you need to improve. You may ask a mentor to help you in that. Or that you want to add new skill, like what I did. The humor wasn't my skill at that time. And I asked him so I can learn new skill. And it's not only speaking, by the way, even if you are a leader and you want to build a team, maybe this is not your thing. You are good in communications, but you are not good in selecting people. So what will you do? You will ask experienced people, experienced leaders. So also here, mentoring is not specifically for new members, but also for experienced members. The third benefit is for ourselves. Let's be realistic, fellow Toastmasters. We are not here angels. We are human beings. We are seeking for benefit, right? Do you agree with me? Thumb up if you agree with me. Go to reactions and make thumb up if you agree. If you don't agree, thumb down. You'll find it also. Okay, 2 only agree with me and the others abstaining. So we as mentors, and to be passionate members and mentors, we have to know what is it for me. I will not give all my time and all my experience for nothing. So what will I learn? First of all, you will learn from your mentees themselves. Last week, I met one of my mentees, the newest mentee that we have in the club. And through the discussions, he talked about his profession, his pharmacist. And we went deep in pharmacy and how is the business going on in Saudi Arabia and how is it going in Egypt. And I learned a lot about this knowledge, about this domain, pharmacy. I'm an architect, so I don't know anything about pharmacy. Through this discussion, I learned a lot. He had some experience in public speaking through business. So I learned that there are a lot of opportunities in business world that you can enhance your public speaking. So by discussions with your mentees, you will learn a lot from them. Second, now when you are teaching your mentee something, you have to learn it, right? You have to read about it. Even if you know about it, I have to go back to read more, to learn more, so I can share my experience with the mentee. The day before yesterday, I met DTN Samir Yunus. Who knows Samir Yunus? He is one of the experienced Toastmasters, not only in District 79, but all the Arab region. And through the meeting, he told me that I decided to start Pathways. Why, Samer? And he said, because I'm a mentor of people, but I don't know anything about Pathways. How can I guide them? So the only reason was to go through Pathways. To be productive is one of the benefits of being a mentor. It will push you to be always continuously learning and being productive. One of the beautiful things that you will feel happy with it, that when you feel that your mentee is a champion, is a good speaker, is a successful leader. So this will give you a lot of satisfaction that you did something great for someone. And receiving recognition from your mentee or from your club, it will add a lot to your feelings. Now, what are the benefits for the club? Is there any benefit for the club itself? Don't read. Why I'm saying here more members? What is the relation between having a good mentoring program, our mentee-mentor relationship, and the members, the adding more members? What is the relation? Who can explain to me? Unmute your mic and say whatever you think about. Don't feel shy.
Hello, sir. Samir.
Hi.
Yeah, myself, Toastmaster Shafraz.
Hi, Sharfaz.
Yes, actually, I'm a PhD doctor. And
I cannot hear you.
I made one.
Sharfaz, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, is it okay now?
It's keep dropping.
Okay. How is now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So I don't know anything about Toastmasters Club. During my speech, one lecture I gave one day, there was a Toastmaster who was also participated in that meeting. He told me that there was a Toastmaster. So I am very afraid of public speaking. I don't know what happened to me because whenever I speak in front of the audience, I become shivering and my tongue is become dry. So he is the one who guide me to the Toastmasters Club. So if there is a mentor who can go to the pupil and tell them there is a platform to learn leadership skills and so you can join the Toastmasters Club. So the mentor, this is a main role for him to go out and he can tell them that there is a Toastmaster club and you can learn so many things from this club. So it is this is the way they can add more members because there are so many of them, they don't know how to develop their leadership skill and especially
You are saying here that the mentor will attract more members, right?
Yes,
He will attract more members.
Yes.
Do you have another answer? Is your mic is working, guys? You can unmute yourself. Click, only one click.
Good afternoon. This is
Good
Harry.
afternoon, Harry.
I hope you're doing good. The next thing is, see, what I learned from the benefits of the clubs, you will learn more things. It is not only the, not only the language, you can learn the new system, what we can say, it is a new relationship. And when we are coming to the club, we don't know where we are, right? For example, when I am the new joinee in the club, maybe I think I'm the fresher, so I don't know anything. Maybe I was good. So whenever we are joined to the club and when we coordinate with the different kind of the peoples, that time we learn the things from them as well as we can mold ourselves and maybe this is the one of the good pathway to make
Yes.
as one of the good leader.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your answer. Thank you a lot. Fellow Toastmasters, now if you have a good relationship between mentor and mentee, or if you have a strong program of mentoring in your club, this will give you the confidence that you can accommodate more members because you are able to teach the new members and let them become mentors by themselves. But if you have new members are joining, but you are not giving them the guidance and they are lost, they don't know what to do, they are not delivering speeches, they are not taking roles. So at some point you will fail in accommodating new members because there is a point that they will not renew. They feel ignored or they feel lost and they will not renew anymore. So 2 reasons that those new members, if you have a strong mentoring program, the new mentees will be mentors. Plus that the new guests, when they come, they will see that there are guidance. They will not get lost. That's why it's a reason for attracting new members. Of course, the members will be satisfied. Yesterday only, I found in one of the club groups that there is a new member refusing to renew his membership. And the reason is that he's not satisfied. He didn't feel the value of his membership in the club. And that's very bad actually for the club. He will stop his membership. It was late for the members actually to guide him or to give him a chance, or they give themselves a chance to guide him to find the value of his membership because he made his decision. And that's one of the disadvantages of having lack or weak mentoring program. Of course, renewing the members or renewing their membership depends on how are they satisfied. If they are not satisfied in their club, they will not renew. And fellow leaders, now we are in very hard world. We are in a competitive world of Toastmasters clubs. I can join a club in US without being a member in any of the clubs here in Riyadh. So that's why it's very important to satisfy the members. And the only way, or one of the important ways to satisfy the members, to give them guidance. Okay, now, is there any question until now about the benefits that comes to the mentor or benefits comes to the clubs through mentoring? Is there any question? You can write it in chat box or raise your virtual hand. You can find it through the reaction icon. There is a raise hand. You can just click it if you want to ask a question. So Fahad is saying a mentor is not someone who walks ahead of us to show us how. A mentor walks alongside us to show us what we can do. Thank you, Fahad, for sharing this quote from Simon. Okay, we have another exercise now. What are the characteristics of the mentor? Last time we spoke about mentoring, and now we'll focus on the mentor. Imagine your mentor, or imagine yourself as a mentor. What are the characteristics that you have to be an effective mentor? And that's also will be through a link that I will share now in the chat box. So please go to the link and give me your answers. We'll give you like 1 minute. You can write your answers. We have like around 15 seconds. And I cannot see answers. Is it something in my system? Okay, the minute is finished. And I cannot see any answer. Okay, no problem. So the mentor should be frank and open-minded. So we can say frankly speaking and open-minded. Did you feel any difficulty in answering the question? Through technique, I mean about the link that I shared with you.
No, we shared our opinion. I don't know why it was not reflecting in your page.
I don't know.
Yes, me too, sir.
I see
Maybe it's
it
some
now.
problem.
Yeah, I see it now. I will share again so we can share the answers together and see it. Thanks a lot, dear leaders, for that. So he should be more frank and open-minded, listening, understanding, sharing knowledge and experience, guidance. Good leader, supportive, helpful, giving opportunities, amazing. Listener again, not preacher, confident and being kind, understand the plus and minus of mentees and be friend to them. Amazing, amazing. Great answers. Flexibility, must be listener rather than preacher again. Yes, mentor is open-minded and his focus is not spoon-feeding. Wonderful. Feels happy and when his mentee is reaching heights, focus long-term goals. Patience, persistence. Wonderful answers, the leaders. Really, what you are saying here is the real qualities of the mentor and the characteristics that he have to have. It's very important that the mentor should be patient. It's very important that the mentor will not understand or get this idea of that the mentee should be a copy of him. Because I saw that. I saw mentors are forcing the mentees to be copy of him. And I saw mentors getting upset or jealous when the mentee becoming successful in Toastmasters and become champions. But as you said here, he should not do that. He should be happy, feeling happy and proud that his mentee is more successful. Other things that I would like to share with you, additional to what you said, and one of them actually is being a listener, a good listener, that he have to be trustworthy. He should not convey or say to others what he listens or what he knows about his mentee. If the mentee wants this to be confidential. He also, very important thing, he have to be knowledgeable. So if you don't know any specific things when your mentee is asking you, don't feel shy to tell him, I don't know, but I will search and come back to you. Or that I will refer you to DTMX or TMX. He will help you in this specific topic that you are talking about. So knowledgeable is very important, being resourceful. And also being flexible to learn. As I told you that I learned from my mentee about pharmacy. And maybe in public speaking, I may learn something new from him. So be flexible, be a sponge, even if you are there as a role of a mentor, but also give some space for you to learn from your mentee. Flexibility is one of the important points, dear leaders. Actually, in the last 2 weeks, my mentee were asking me about meeting. And when I tell him at that time, after 2 days, he replies saying, I'm busy. So, okay, no problem. Let's postponing one more day. Then he says, sorry, I'm busy. Until after 2 weeks, we succeeded to meet. And where we should meet, I gave it to him to decide where should we meet. Why? Because the purpose is to conduct the meeting based on his convenience. So flexibility in terms of meeting him is very important. Flexibility in terms of understanding new ideas, understanding his approach also is very important. Be sure, always know that the mentee should not be copy of you. So the thing or the technique that you know in Toastmasters, especially for example in writing speech, should not be the copy. You should not be forced. You should not force the mentee to do the same thing. If he's not comfortable with it, find a new way through the discussion with your mentee. Problem solving is very important one, because your mentee is not only for speaking, but for his journey in Toastmasters, especially at the beginning. So he will meet a lot of problems, especially with people, with teams that he is not familiar with. Through your experience, you will share with him some solutions, how he can deal with different characters. So you are a source for solving problems. Again, this will teach you also, if you don't know about solving problems, skills, if you don't know about resolving conflict skills, this will force you to learn. And that's the beautiful thing in being a mentor. Actually, because you mentioned that, I'll just go through it very quickly. Being a mentor, it means that you have to be knowledgeable with rules, procedures, and knowing how in your club, and knowing how in crafting a speech, writing it, finding topics. And these are very important aspects. And be sure, also you have to know the rules, the procedures of Toastmasters International. Personal skills like listening, keeping motivating, even if you are disappointed from the quality of the speech or the quality of performance as a leader in your mentee, but always keep encouraging him, motivating him, highlight the points that he have to improve, but still keep at his back and motivate him. Your experience is very important here in sharing it with him, in delivering speeches, most importantly in the leadership, meeting roles, meeting the club officers' roles. It's very important you share your experience with your mentee. Your character is very important. If you are not trustworthy, it will not help. So you have to be trustworthy. You have to show that you are passionate. He will not believe you if he cannot see the spark in your eye. So the spark is in you. You have to show it to the mentee. Those are the qualities of the mentor. And actually, you mentioned a lot of the key qualities of being an effective mentor. Now, I need someone from you to unmute and tell me the top 3 things that he feels after this discussion. What are the top 3 qualities or characteristics of a mentor? If you are a mentor today, what are the 3 things you will focus to have? Top 3 points. So you can unmute or I can select the name. So it's up to you.
Good evening, sir.
Toastmaster Fahd. We'll take Toastmaster Fahd, then Toastmaster Ibrahim, and then Harry. Yes,
Thank
Fahd.
you. Thank you. I believe the most important three characters in my opinion right now is one, to be a passionate mentor, because without passion you cannot give all what you really want to give the one who you mentor him. Or
Great. So Fahad is saying passion is number one. Second?
Yeah. Second one, it is confident, because
confident. Can we make it short, Fahad?
Yes.
Because of the time, you can just say
Yes.
the 3 things. So we said passion, confident,
confident, and the third one is kindness to
kindness.
all who show them the way. Thank you.
Great. Okay, Ibrahim. So what are your 3 top qualities to be an effective mentor?
I've unmuted myself, yes. Trusted listener, I thought that is good. You need listening skills significantly. And that's listening. So mentor, protege, partnership.
Partnership, okay.
And it's a teacher.
So being good teacher.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Harry, do you want to say something?
Oh, yes. See, first of all, the mentor should be the role model for everyone.
Role model.
The next thing is, the next thing is he should be the good listener. So whoever
Listener.
querying to them, she should not avoid anything.
Okay,
Whether
third
it is
one.
a sorry,
The third quality, in your opinion,
yeah,
what is it?
yeah. No, I have only the two options.
Okay. So
Sorry.
thanks, Harry. Always, I would like to emphasize on being knowledgeable. It's very good to be good teacher and good listener, but also you have to be credible. That being knowledgeable is very important. So credibility will be the result of all these things, and it's very important thing to build credibility in front of your mentee. So credibility will comes mostly from knowledge, from experience and your wisdom. Sometimes it comes from age, but not all the time. Your appearance is very important. When you come and you meet your mentee, you have to look at a confident leader and speaker. As I said, experience is very important. The chemistry is one of the key important dears. Sometimes, let's be realistic. Sometimes the chemistry between you and the mentee will not match, which is fine. We are not all the same personality, but you have to face it from the beginning. By what? By asking the VP education to change you from being a mentor. And I did that many times in my club. I didn't feel there is a chemistry. He's not reacting as I expected. And after failing 1 and 2 times, I asked the VP education, change me. I'm not the proper mentor for him. Maybe he wants someone else, or ask him to change me. Fine. So it's very important. Don't force this relationship if it is not working from the beginning. Divorce is allowed in this in these cases. Okay. What are the tools for you, dear leaders, to be effective mentors? First of all, be flexible. Always be available for him. If you cannot answer now, tell him I will answer later, but let him know that you received his question. Always give him the chance to speak, and then you listen. And help him in developing an action plan. It's nice to have a meeting and he can speak about his goals, and he's so inspired to have great achievements, but without action plan, nothing will happen. Encourage him to have an action plan with deadlines, with dates, and what he should do to achieve this milestone. That's very important. What should you don't do? First, don't judge him. Don't criticize him when he do something disappointing you, but find the ways to improve his performance, and try to help him whenever he feel that he is in danger, or he is not comfortable, he is in risk. Try always to help him. Always show trust and don't violate it, and always to avoid forcing your opinion. There is another also thing that I want you to avoid. Don't do the things by yourself. And there is a gentleman here, or a lady, they said, don't do it by yourself. Yeah. I met a lot of mentees, fellow Toastmasters. He want me to write his own speech. Did you meet the same mentee before? He give you the ideas and he's asking you for your help to write your speech? No. It's a big no. Don't write speech. Guide him to write his own speech. That's very important. You guide, but you don't do the things by yourself. Okay. There is something called the ENA model for an effective mentor. Exploration, a new understanding, and last step is action planning. Okay, let's go one by one with this model. First, exploration. So that's the first step in your mentor and mentee relationship. You take the lead, you approach your mentee and ask him to meeting and listen to him first. So he will not speak by himself. So you have to learn how to ask open questions. What is open questions? The questions will not be answered by yes or no. So the trigger is your own questions. You have to be prepared with the questions before you go to the meeting. And it's very important to show him the value and the importance of mentoring. He is new in Toastmasters. He doesn't know what is mentoring and why it's important to have a mentor. So you have to highlight the importance of having a mentor for him. And then you talk about his own agenda. What's his plan? What he wants to do in his journey in Toastmasters. Some of the people wants to be public speakers. Others want to increase the confidence only. Some, maybe, they want to improve their leadership skills. So it's very important to know the purpose of each mentee and work on that purpose. So that's the first step, exploration. Is there any question about it or any comment? Silence means that either you are praying or you are taking your lunch or you understand this point. Okay, let's see this chat box. Okay, second step, new understanding. So you listen to him, but you put him in challenge, okay, and ask the open and closed questions. So now in this stage, you can ask yes or no questions, but keep continuing ask questions. Questions will make you explore his word and his goals and his aspirations and what he wants. And always through this phase in this process, give him construction feedback. After each time, after each performance he do, you give him feedback. Always recognize his strengths and also the weaknesses, but you add on that how he can overcome the weaknesses. It's not only showing him the weaknesses. And that's come through the advices and sharing your experience with your own stories, like the stories that I'm sharing with you now. Lastly is the action plan. As I told you, action is very important. Action plan is very important for him. So what are the options he have, and agree on one of them, and help him to think in a new way, because by default, he will tell you, I don't have time for Toastmasters. I don't have time to write my speech. I don't have time to serve as a club secretary. That's the default, accept it. But here, encourage him to think in a new way. Think about how he can inject Toastmasters in his life to gain the benefits that he will find later on. Always help him to make his own decision and to find the solutions. And agree at the end of on the action plan and the deadlines with him for his achievements or for his plan. And important in the future meetings to monitor the progress. It's not only putting the plan is enough, but monitoring it, monitoring the progress is very important. Lastly, fellow Toastmasters, Pathways introduced us to a new program called Pathways Mentor Program. By showing hands, virtual hands, or if you are turning your video, you can raise your hand. How many of you did this program or is going through it? This is the first call, second call, and last call. So only our division N director did this program or going for it. It's very important program for you, dear members, not for your mentee also, but it's very important for you to go through this program. It will teach you the real mentoring. So lastly, before I end the workshop, this mentor program needs some qualifications the Pathways Mentor certificates need some qualifications to be a member 6 months, complete one path, complete Pathways Mentor program to be certified Pathways Mentor. And what is this program? This program is from 4 mentoring projects. First, the project, which is the introduction, it's in level 2 in any path of them. Of course, you face this project or you deliver this project. It's all about your experience as a protege or as a mentee. Then the second project, when you go through this program, you will be the second program project is prepare to be a mentor. And then the third project, which is mentoring, and the requirement is to mentor a member for one project only, then deliver your speech of 5 to 7 minutes about your experience. And lastly, advanced mentoring, and it's a 6-month mentoring for a member in your club, in your district, in the world, in Toastmasters, out of Toastmasters, it doesn't matter. but mentoring process should be in 6 months, and then you will come back to your club and deliver a speech about that, and by that you will be certified to be Pathways mentor. Why I'm saying it's very important, because it will build the skills in you. What are the skills I'm saying? The skills that you mentioned before a few minutes ago: listening, coaching, being a good, being a trustworthy, being kind, being confident. That's very important. That are the skills that you will learn through this program. I'm encouraging you to go through it after you finish level 2. Lastly, I would like to know if there are questions before we end the workshop. So we have a question, one question from Fahad.
Yes, sir. I would like you to explain again in the list do and do not list. You mentioned do not rescue people. Can you explain it again? Thank you.
Okay. So, and do not try to rescue people. What I mean with that, if your mentee came to you saying, my speech is tomorrow, I cannot write my speech, I cannot finalize my speech, please write it to me. What will you do? Will you help him and you write the speech for the sake of delivering the speech tomorrow? Or you will tell him?
I will guide him.
You will guide him.
Yeah.
That's great. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't try to rescue people in terms of solving the problem for him immediately. So guide him, but don't take it on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Did you get the point?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Fahad. Any other question, or we can conclude? Okay. Thank you a lot, dear leaders, for listening. I hope I added something new in your knowledge, and I hope all of us can be great mentors for great mentees who deserve that experience to be shared with them. And always be sure that whenever you teach, you will learn. I always believe that we learn, we share, so we can all grow together. Thanks a lot, and back to our Master of Ceremony.
Awesome. That was a fantastic session, Toastmaster Samir.
Thank you.
We learned a lot of things. I thought I knew everything about mentoring, trust me, despite the fact I have done the mentoring project thrice. But easing the transition, that was awesome. Developing special skills, that's excellent. Benefits to the mentors, yep, I knew. But again, not to an extent, not to a great detailed extent. When you got the feedback from all the attendees, that's exactly where you get to know more. The surface is scratched. Now we're getting into the deep depth of mentoring. So in terms of qualities, that was an excellent question. So we learned many qualities what a mentor should be having. Credibility, yep, that's at the top of it. I like how you showed the do's and don'ts and no two ways about it, because everyone is adult down here. And if you put that practice to people to give them the fish, they will never learn to fish, right? So I'm not quite sure if we will be taking a prayer break now. So Toastmaster Murali Krishnan, what's the plan? As the agenda says, are we going to take a break for 8 minutes? XCOM?
Yes, sir. There will be an 8-minute break.
Yes, sir. So we break for 8 minutes and we will be back after 8 minutes. As of now, the time my clock says 3:40. We will be back at 3:48. Is that a good time? All right, guys. See you at 3:48.
Good afternoon.
I think we can start.
Yeah, we can start.
Welcome back. I hope all have returned. Fellow Toastmasters, do you have those situations where you wished you had responded appropriately when some comment was made in a meeting? May that be a family gathering or maybe an office meeting? Did you have the situation when you regret, when you walk out of the meeting, then when you sit in the car, eventually your neurons begin to connect. And then you say, oh, darn it, I should have responded in this fashion. You know what that is? That is lack of practice of impromptu speaking. I have had dozens of times in past 12 months when I just walked out of the meeting and I said, well, darn it, I should have responded. But we as humans, we are what we practice. So our next session is going to be a table topic marathon. And to conduct this marathon, table topic marathon, we have two great Toastmasters. Our first table topic marathon master is a BSc B.Ed, mother of 4 children. She has worked as a teacher and she is passionate about painting, drawing, gardening, art, and craft. Fascinating hobbies she has. Fellow Toastmasters, please welcome our first table topic marathon master, Toastmaster Sharmi Nawaz. Our second table topic marathon master is the president of RTGM Club. He is a CGT of Division N, working as an assistant vice president in SNB. He is living in Riyadh for more than 17 years. Fellow Toastmasters, please welcome Toastmaster Madhavan with a big round of applause. Toastmaster Sharmi and Toastmaster Madhavan, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for this nice introduction. Dear Event Chair, Division Director, Area Director, participants, fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the online Area 66 joint meeting marathon table topic session. As we all know, table topic is an excellent way for members to develop spontaneous speaking skills and one of the most important ways that our club engages with new members. These impromptu speeches are often their first steps in gaining public speaking confidence. A good impromptu speech is like a sparkler. It shoots up a speaker's ideas like the spark from a flame. To have such an impact, definitely the speaker needs to have an active mind and he or she must be in the top form as well. Of course, the topic also matters. Ideally, it's one that ignites the speaker's imagination, allowing him or her to sparkle. Today's title definitely will be related to today's theme. Along with me, our Toastmaster Shiny Sharmi also along with me who going to conduct this today's Toastmaster program table topics. So how it will be? I will call one participant followed by my partner Toastmaster TM Sharmi will call another participants. Like that, we will go alternatively. We will call one by one participants. I request the timer raise your hands so that you will be top of the screen. Timer is instead of pin the timer, I request the timer to raise your hand so that you will be top of the videos. Is it okay for you? Timer. Yeah, that sounds good. Excellent. Thank you. So you will be top of the screen. Thank you. As everybody knows how the table topic session will be. Anyway, for the better understanding, I will explain the rules of table topics. The time allotted for table topics will be 1 to 2 minutes. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds after the second minutes. Speakers who are speaking for less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. Timing will be begin with the participants' first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. Mr. Timer, let's check the timings now. The green color will be displayed at 1 minute and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. The yellow color will be displayed at 1 minute 30 seconds and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. The red color will be displayed in 2 minutes and will remain displayed until the speech has concluded. No signal will be given for the overtime period. In case any fault or any network issues happened in the timing device, the backup timer will be spotlighted and additional 30 seconds will be allowed for the speaker. I believe this is well explained to everyone. Any doubts on this, you may raise your hands and I will explain again. Is it okay? Let's start the marathon of table topics. So I request everyone to mute their audios and video as well, so that we will bring the participant to the spotlight. The Zoom moderator will unmute the participants whenever we read the name as per the speaking order. Already the speaking order provided. I will ask each participants to I will ask each participants to adjust his video and audio settings. Confirm the same by saying check check. He may have 30 seconds time to complete this quality checks. Is it okay to everyone? Let's go for the table topic marathon. Even chair, let's start.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So the first, we are going to call the first speaker in the table topic. He is from Kohinoor Toastmaster Kirijan. Zoom master, please spotlight Toastmaster Kirijan. Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you very much. Toastmaster Kirijan, are you able to hear me? Please say check, check.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You are audible. Your video also able to see to everyone. Thank you very much. Welcome Toastmaster Kirijan for the table topic marathon, and your title will be Spark is little world, but it can kindle the whole world. I repeat the title. Spark is little world, but it can kindle the whole world. Your time starts now.
What I understood, the question is spark is little weird, but it can kindle the whole world. Am I right?
Perfect, sir.
Yes. It is generally said, I can relate the same thing with education also. The more you pass on, you will learn. Like like Toastmaster Samir Kamal said, the more you teach, the more you learn. It is the same thing. With a single matchstick, you can kindle the light for the whole world. With a single candle, you can kindle the light to a number of candles. So it's a true fact. This is the same thing with education as well. You teach them, you help the people with knowledge, with information, and by which you are learning more. It's the same case with our Toastmastering as well. You help other Toastmasters listen to more Toastmaster speeches and their leadership activities. You learn more. So a little spark, it's again on the negative side. On the flip side, the little spark can inflame the whole forest. So always be careful when you lit or generate a small spark. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girijan. Am I audible?
Yes.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Toastmaster Sharminavas. Now it's time to move to the next participant. Participant number 2, Toastmaster Sam from Eagles Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Sam.
Yes.
I request you to check your audio and video.
Okay. Just momentarily. Let me know if I am visible. Okay. Okay. So
Hello. Cannot spotlight. It should on the video. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is everything
you're visible. Yes.
Okay, great.
Welcome, Toastmaster Sam. Your topic is hardship is the best ship to board. Your opinion. I repeat the topic. Hardship is the best ship to board.
To boat.
Yeah, to board. Is it clear? Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Toastmaster Sam, the platform is yours.
All right, thank you so much. Also, how much time do I have? Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
3 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right, wonderful.
Sorry.
All right, great. Thank you so much. All right, so hi, my name is Sam from New York City. Now, speaking of hardship, as someone who grew up in poverty and spent my whole life, going through from one hardship to another hardship, other difficulties in life, consistent problems that constantly came my way, I still want to board them. I still completely decided to be strong, to be wise, to be knowledgeable, and just hop on the train and say, hey, it's okay. Because life is nothing without struggles. Can we all agree? Life is just nothing without struggles. Every single day we struggle to be ourselves, to be with those who we love, to show kindness, compassion. It's so much easier to be the villain. So much easier. It's far more simplistic. But when it comes to us, just being good people, trying to understand ourselves, trying to better ourselves, trying to be strong and pass along all the struggles in life, all the hardships, all the difficulties, losing loved ones, being in toxic relationships, poverty. All these things can affect us. But what do they do at the end of the day? They make us the person that we are. They show our true colors. This month, I went through so many hardships. A job that I thought was going to work out for me. I was going to earn so much money, didn't work out. My girlfriend all of a sudden said she didn't have feelings for me. And I was like, okay, nice. That's fine by me. Let alone, I almost break my pinky. All right? All this happened within just the span of 1 month. You can imagine anybody would go through that in just 1 month. They would feel extremely down and depressed, left to rot. But what did I decide to do? I'm moving out, I'm working out, and what am I doing most importantly? I'm going aboard the hardships. I'm pushing myself to be the better person. Why? So that I can prove to myself that at the end of the day, all of this is going to be worth it. Because through the hardships, through it all, comes light, comes improvement. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sam, for the excellent table talk is given. Next speaker will be from Riyadh Malayalam Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Sahabuddin Kunjais. Toastmaster Sahabuddin. Toastmaster Sigabuddin.
Table topic master, I cannot see is that name in the list. Shiabuddin.
Toastmaster Sigabuddin, if you are available, please raise your hand. Or please help from this club. If he is available with any other name. If he is not available, we will move to the next speaker. Toastmaster Sigabuddin. Okay, I move it to the next speaker. In case he is available, we will call him back. Oh. So now I'm calling Toastmaster Haribabu from Riyadh Tamil Toastmaster. Just a second. I think Sigabuddin joined, I believe. Toastmaster Sigabuddin, are you available? Toastmaster Sigabuddin, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I'm able to hear.
Thank you very much. Just to check your audio and video, please confirm, check.
Check.
Thank you very much. You are able to hear and you are able to visible also. So are you ready for the title?
Okay, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Your title will be Life Without Internet. I repeat the title, Life Without Internet.
Respected table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, judges, guests, a warm good evening. First of all, I thanks Internet, which will help us to give you good afternoon and such kind of messages. And even I am sitting in a single room and away from you. And thanks Internet to make me to convey with these messages. Without Internet, we can live. Even whatever we do not have, there is no problem. Only the things, wherever you go, what is the weather? You can make your own sunshine. If there is no Internet, if there is no any kind of additional value added facilities which came to us in near future, that means in advanced stage, we are getting the convenient things to deal with. But if it is not there, we can live. But why? And the questions raised without Internet, why you are not asking anything else? But those are the things which will help us to, in modern life, to have, do many things, to get many things in the life. So again, I have to say, I have to thank all of you to have the Internet. See, if there is no Internet, you can live, I can live. But think in the Corona period, we might found some other way to deal with, of course. But whenever we are dealing with, or we are experienced with such a thing, such an advanced thing, how they are helping us, we are utilizing it. On this case, if there is no Internet, I don't think any of us can think how we can survive our life. This is like a food, like the breath and the air, everything. Now we are using the facilities or convenient side of the Internet. The same time, we are facing a lot of issues with the internet. Those are the people who are thinking these are the side of the bad happened in the internet. They will say internet is the bad side of our life. But in my life, in my side, without internet, it is not a convenient life we will have without internet. So wherever you go, make your sunshine. Even if there is no internet, you can live, but we have to get most of the facilities which you are using right now. Back to the table topic, Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shihabuddin Kunjis. Now we can move to the next participant, Toastmaster Haribabu from Riyadh Tamil Toastmasters Club. Please check your audio and video.
Check.
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Toastmaster Haribabu. Your topic is how to stay motivated. How to stay motivated. Toastmaster Haribabu, the platform is yours.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for this. Good evening, everyone. So I'm Haribabu from the Tamil Toastmasters. How we will be the name? Can you repeat the question again?
How to stay motivated. Is it
How
clear
to
now?
stay motivated? Yes, ma'am.
Motivated.
Yes. Yeah. So the motivation is the thing is you will get all the things from your previous experience or the daily activities. So whenever you are falling down, for example, the motivation, it's not like to refer some other the global leaders or some other the unknown persons, not that one. Even you can motivate from your day by day life, the daily person who we are meeting. For example, when we are waking the early morning, but before that one, our street are very clean, because the laborers who are coming from the Balidia, they are doing their work properly. Maybe they are doing the work, they are dedicating. So we can learn from them how we can be dedicated, how we can be we can love their jobs. So even if they decided that okay, today we will not go to work, then our street will not be the good, right? Even we cannot go anywhere with the positive sign. Whenever you are waking, first of all you will see your face with the smile face. So whenever you are feel the good things from your smile, so you will get me the okay, the day will be the good. The same time, whenever you are entering to the outside the home, so you feel good, feel free good that all the things are good, like the streets are good, the roads are good, everything is good. If in case when the people is not dedicated, and when the people is not who is not they are not a role model on their job, hopefully those things will affect us. So my experience is the motivation is not to take from the unknown person. You can take the motivation from your known person, like the Balidia person who is supplying your the milk and water, the tea boys, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Haribabu, for the excellent speech. Next, we are going to invite a Toastmaster from Riyadh Malayalam Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Binu M. Sangaran. Welcome, Toastmaster Binu M. Sangaran. Are you able to hear us? And check your audio by saying check.
Check.
Yes, you are audible and you are visible as well. Let's start the topic. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, thank you very much. Your title is Imagination is beginning of creation. I repeat the title. Imagination is beginning of creation.
Moon. Respected table topic masters, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guest, a good evening to one and all. I simply said moon. I'm sure everybody's mind is there in the moon. That is the mind. That is how the mind works. So the moment we think about something,
Toastmaster Binu Sangaran, you muted.
Sorry, I think I got muted for a second, but I'll continue that. So imagination is everything. You know, imagination is the way in which you can create yourself, you can forecast yourself, you can get to the next level yourself. You know, there is different ways in which you can improve your talent, your efficiency. One is meditation, the other one is yoga, the third one is imagination. How better you can imagine your things, your dream, that better you can achieve it. So imagination is one of the most important things by which you can motivate yourself, you can achieve your dream, you can get into the place where you want to be. So imagination is a very important aspect of each and everybody. If you concentrate more and more on your imagination, you can achieve definitely in your life. Back to the tabletop master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Binu M. Shankaran, about your words about imagination. Now we may move to the next participant. I welcome Toastmaster Murigeshwari from Riyadh Tamil Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Murigeshwari, please check your audio and video by saying check, check.
Check, check.
Yeah, you're audible and visible. Are you ready? Yes. Your topic is time takes it all, whether you want it or not. I'll repeat, time takes it all, whether you want it or not. Toastmaster Murigeshwari, the platform is yours.
Respected table topic masters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening to all. Surrender to what is, let go of what was, and have faith into what will be. Time and tide wait for none, as we know. No? So, whatever you want, what is your passion? So do as you got right now only. See, for me, I have a passion to write the poems. So that in school days I have written, but that thing I haven't continued that things. But during this Corona period, I have so much time to write that poems. So I used my time. So my imaginations all comes to using my time in the right way. So I started writing poems. And I posted 2 books in Kindle Reader also. And I, during this period, around 6 months, I got 300 certificates, more than 300 certificates and 2 rewards. So I used my time in the right way so that I would able to achieve this much. So time is not wait for anyone to. I could not hold my time. Let it, you wait, just I will come after some word. So we can't say to the time, no. So use your time how you want and make it happen everything as it happens. So appreciate life as it happens. So that mind, no, so our mind, how we are taking that time and how we are taking our surroundings, it makes the things happen in a right way. So use your time in a right way and make it happen. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Murugeshwari, for the excellent speech given. Now we are going to call Toastmaster Prasant. I think he is not available. Next Toastmaster will be Muhammad Al Hasani. He also not available. So I'm going to call from Kohinoor Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Sakir. Are you available?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, Toastmaster Sakir. Are you able to hear me? Please say check, check.
Check, check.
Excellent. Your voice is able to hear us and you are visible. You are ready to go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you. So your title is When You Do Things From Your Soul, You Feel a River Moving in You. I repeat the title. When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you. Your time starts now.
I fully agree with the topic that whatever you do from your heart, that will make you much more satisfied. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and most welcoming guests. We do a lot of things by chance, by choice, but most of them are by choice. That's what the decision of for me to come back from India to Saudi Arabia. Many of my friends as well as my family relatives told me that stay back in India. Don't go to outside the country. It might be difficult for you. You will already you have a job in India. Why you want to struggle going back to Saudi Arabia? But I always had a dream. I always had an intention to go abroad and work, which I had a passion to do from my heart. I might have earned money if I stayed back in India, but my soul wouldn't have been accepted because that's what is required on every day. Because it always happens with every one of us that we get many chances to do many things. Even I am a boss and 4 to 5 people report to me, but I always give them the privilege to work from their heart. I don't force them. And I too expect the same thing from everyone. So it's always important that whatever you do from your heart, and you will enjoy the work. Even if it is hard work, even if it is very difficult, you will enjoy the experience, the journey, what you're going to do. So I totally agree with the statement that it's not only river, it's a tsunami flowing when you do from our heart. So I always believe that statement. Back to table topic master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Muhammad Shakir. Now we can move to the next participant. Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal from Riyadh Tamil Toastmasters Club. Welcome, Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal. You can check your audio and video by saying check, check.
Check.
Yeah. Good, you're audible and visible. Let me give you the topic. Positivity always wins. Positivity always wins. Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal, the platform is yours.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, warm good evening to all of you. Positivity always wins. When you look for positive things in your life, it depends upon 3 things. Positivity is your attitude. Positivity is your greatness. Positivity is the real thing which inspires you. When it comes to positivity, you should not wait for, you will meet a lot of people in your life. Each one of you will give you a negative comments. Some will give you a positive comments, but that should not matter in your life. What matters in your life is the positive things, what you take inside and what you learn from your previous behaviors. When it comes to positivity, there are 2 things you have to always mention, positive and negative. You should take positivity for your learning purpose, and the negativity also should be a learning purpose, but the next time you should not do that negative aspects. Always remember, when you want to be a right person, don't wait for somebody else to judge you. Be positive and you judge yourself and be the right person. Like Abdul Kalam, like the Mahatma Gandhi, they took all the learnings as positive, and that way you can reach your goals. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal, for your excellent speech given. Next speaker will be from Riyadh Malayalam Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Shaini Nausa. Welcome, Toastmaster Shaini Nausa. You are visible. Please check your audios by saying check, check.
Check, check.
Excellent. Your voice also clear. Are you ready to go for the title?
Yes.
Thank you. Your title is Think of All Beauty is Still Left Around You. I repeat, think of all the beauty of life still left around you.
Honorable table topic masters, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a warm good evening to one and all. Who doesn't like beauty? Beauty is the thing which attracts everyone. So in life, beauty doesn't mean the appearance of a person. Beauty comes from inside your personality, the way you speak, the way you behave, and the way of attitude, of course. So this is what makes your life beautiful. And the way you make your life beautiful, not only your life, you are actually shining or brightening the life of others also. So I believe that beauty is the thing which makes everyone's life beautiful. And then we have to appreciate beauty. For example, if we go early in the morning to somewhere, to the school or to your office, simply you are hearing one appreciation word from someone. So the whole day you will be happy, you will be smiling. So I always make sure that I would appreciate any person who come across with me in the morning, at least by saying that your earring is good, your ring is good, or whatever, something, you know, the small thing that we do, it will make them happy, and then it will be a good beginning for themselves. So always in our life, we have to concentrate on positivity, and then we have to make our life beautiful, and we have to try to make others' life beautiful as well. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shaini Naushad. The next topic is open to audience. Let me share the topic. You get what you give. Anybody from audience? Please raise your hand. Yes, Toastmaster Rasul Salam. The topic is you get what you give. The platform is yours. DTM Rasul Salam.
See, thank you, Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters. We used to visit a park near my home, me, my family, my wife and daughter, I mean. We used to go there for walking. And of course, I'm interested in people. And my wife wanted to reduce her weight. My daughter wanted to see the wonderful world other than my home. So one day we were there and we found a small cat came to us and was just watching us. Then my daughter had some food in her bag. She shared it. Immediately that cat started eating. And within few minutes, the whole community of cats
in the park came to us. It was something very interesting, a very lovable affair I had in my life. Now we mainly go there just to see people. And I used to, whenever I walk around, I used to walk the clockwise. Others, I don't know, Arabs used to clock anti-clockwise, but we used to, because I want to see the faces, how people walk around and what's their feelings, how they enjoy the walking and all. And nowadays, our reason of visiting the park is just to have to share our some food or some affection to the cats. So we enjoy the life. The cats all are around us, and please do it one time, at least one time in your life. You will see how the pets or the animals will love you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rasul Salam. Any volunteers available, or I will invite from my choice? Anyone interested, please raise your hand. I have one interesting title for you. If anyone interested, please raise your hands or open your audio, say you are interested. Okay, let me invite Toastmaster Tahira Salman.
Yes, good evening.
Would you able to take the title? Are you okay?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much, madam. Please switch on your video if possible.
I'm not able to switch on the video, please. You don't mind.
Oh, okay. You are able to hear, no issues. Is it okay to continue? Are you ready for the title?
Yes.
Okay. Your title is No One Can Make You Feel Inferior Without Your Consent. I repeat the title. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Your time starts.
Okay. Yes, yes, I agree with the topic. No one can make me inferior without my concern. It is clearly said that we cannot change the people. We can only inspire the people. How much effort we put to change the people, doesn't work at all. The point where any person feels that, yes, this point I have to change, automatically they will change entire their life cycle. Like if I'm talking about myself, I had a habit of sleeping at a very late night. I never used to sleep at early. How many times my husband is to tell me that it is going to affect your health and your lifestyle, but I never used to listen. No. And it was a really tough time. I had to manage my household work. But luckily now I started going for a morning walk. So I wake up at 4 o'clock and full day I will be awake. I don't go to bed. And this made me to sleep at early, around 10 o'clock, I go to bed. So this has helped me to change my routine. So my husband tried his level best to change my routine, but nothing happened, no changes. But he himself started walking. Looking at him, I also got inspired, and our entire family wake up at early at 4 o'clock, 4:30 we pray, and around 5 o'clock we go for a morning walk. So the thing is very clear that the point where only we feel that we have to change ourselves, only we can change. Nobody can pressurize or force us for a change. So ladies and gentlemen, never ever force your children or a family or anybody to do any work. Just take a step. First step, you take a step and inspire them. When you automatically inspire them, they will bring the changes in them. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tahira Salman. Next topic is also open to audience. Anybody interested? Please raise your hand. So let me call anyone.
Munir Bargan is ready. Toastmaster
Yeah.
Munir Bargan is ready.
Toastmaster Munir Burhan. Your topic is, you do not find the happy life, you make it. You do not find the happy life, you make it. Toastmaster Munir Burhan, the platform is yours.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for that wonderful topic. Of course, I do agree that, like, whenever it comes to this position, yes, I make my life. Now here, the point is, like, how I do. That is the most important thing. It's basically like you say that, like, when I'm going with my family, okay, what I do, I need to cherish them. I need to be part of them. I need to indulge within them. Then only I can cherish and be happy with them. Don't you agree with me? Yes. Now it's all in our hand, like how we can do this. Like waiting for others or influencing others and, like, getting inspired. Definitely, yes, we do agree that people influence in our life. Not only people influence, like if you watch others also, you get the knowledge, you get the positive vibes within you. But definitely it is there. But again, whatever happens is within yourself. No one can control you. As we say that, I cannot read others' mind directly, but with the actions or with my thoughts, I can do that. With the same perspective, I can say that if my intentions are there, then definitely I can pursue that. Thank you, and back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Munir Burgan. Any other volunteers available? Our DNT Naresh, are you ready? Or anyone else? Toastmaster Lilian. Okay, thank you. Our event chair requested to conclude the meeting. If no one interested, we will go to conclude. Let me invite Toastmaster Sharmi to conclude the session, please. Madam Toastmaster, you are in mute.
Sorry. Thank you all participants for your amazing involvement. I hope it was an amazing experience for me as well. Once again, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this table topic marathon. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sharmi Nawaz and Toastmaster Madhavan, for holding a fantastic table topic marathon. I loved it. I loved the topic you guys chose and the way the participants and the speakers responded. You guys should do this more often. I thoroughly enjoyed the topic. Time is of essence, and we are just in the vicinity where we should wait no time. And I would hand over the podium to Toastmaster Murli Krishnan. Toastmaster Murli Krishnan, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Ibrahim Ali. You drive the show very smoothly and nicely. This is a time to appreciate the leaders who support us in the event. This time we get great leaders who are behind the show as well as in the front. So let me call our PQ chair. He support and make well agenda and all, we go together to make this show a grand success. Toastmaster Ziauddin, let me appreciate. Please share the certificate.
Warm good evening, everyone. Certificate of Appreciation, Distinguished Toastmaster Samer Kamal for his invaluable contribution as the Chief Facilitator. The next one. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Madhavan for his invaluable contribution as the Table Topic Master. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Sharmi Nawaz for her invaluable contribution as the Table Topic Master. Certificate of Appreciation, Distinguished Toastmaster Salman Noor for his invaluable contribution as a Zoom moderator. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Ibrahim, Master of Ceremony. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Muralidharan, Marketing Chair. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Sarfaraz, Sergeant at Arms. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmaster Jayanti Murali Krishnan, Timer. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmasters Kabir, Presiding Officer. Certificate of Appreciation, Toastmasters Jayanti Murali Krishnan for Registration Chair. That's it. Back to event chair.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ziauddin. Now my excitement is over, coming to the satisfaction. I really enjoyed the show. Let us continue. Let me invite our great area director, Toastmaster Kabir. Please, sir, welcome you to the podium.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murali and team. Hope you all enjoyed today's event, especially the training session as well as the table topic session. Both are very interested. I feel both are interesting sessions. Hope you all enjoyed today's event. I would like to thank all the role players and meeting leaders from Sergeant Arms to event chair. Thank you so much. And I request Toastmaster Ziauddin to share the certificate which the man behind the event success, our event chair Toastmaster Murali Krishnan. Thank you so much for your support, sir. Thank you so much. Without you, we cannot run this show. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. Yeah, let us hear some feedback from our leaders. Let us. First, I would like to invite Toastmaster Saya Salman, President of Kohinoor Toastmasters Club. Please share your few feedback about this event.
Respected leaders and fellow Toastmasters, I'm extremely honored to be a part of Area 66 joint meeting. Area 66 is known for their rich legacy under Division and their exceptional leadership and contribution to the Toastmaster fraternity is always valued. And the best thing I liked in today's meeting is that we had two fascinating sessions. One is how to be an effective mentor by DTM Samer Kamal, and the other one is a table topic marathon. I really like the table topic marathon. This is the best way to come out of the fear, because I am not even mentioned. All of a sudden they called me, but still, really, it is a good experience because when contest is coming near, I think area 6 to 6, the Toastmaster Kabir director should keep on conducting like this, marathon. So this is really helpful for all the members. And lastly, I congratulate area 60 director and Toastmaster Kabir event chair, Toastmaster Murali Krishnan, and all the president of 4 clubs and VP Education and entire team for their efforts in bringing this amazing meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam President. And next, I would like to call Toastmaster Jayanti Muralikrishnan, who is the president of Riyadh Malayalam Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, Area Director. Respected leaders, a warm good evening. As we are all going through a tough times nowadays, and I think for the last 2 years, we have been in the Zoom meetings, and I think it has been a bit hard for everyone, like we are not meeting each other and we don't know how all our fellow Toastmasters or anyone in the community is. And I hope all are doing good. But when we conduct this type of joint meetings, it gives us an opportunity to come together. At least we come to know we are all there together in this fraternity. We are all there supporting each other. So let's congratulate all the area leaders who have come together, all the club presidents, everyone who have been part of this event. So they have all put a great effort to make this event happen, and it has given us a great opportunity to come together, and at least we know and we share our thoughts. And today especially we had 2 good sessions, and this one on mentoring, I think we have been taken back how we all started with our Toastmaster journey. Those days I feel the mentoring was more we took care of, and maybe this online meetings, it has been in the backseat. So thanks to the area director and the entire team for bringing up those points again, how this mentoring is important in Toastmasters. And today we had a good PT marathon held by 2 able masters, and the show was completely it was a smooth run, and because of all the leaders, their efforts. And so thank you each and everyone, and I congratulate all the leaders on behalf of RMTM and myself. Thank you, and back to area director.
Thank you so much, madam. And finally, I would like to call Toastmaster Madhavan, president of Riyadh Tamil Toastmasters Club.
Once again, good evening to all. Thank you, Area Director, for this opportunity. It's an excellent program. We started on time and finishing on time, and well cooperated by everyone, and the coordination by the event chair. Excellent job, sir. In his last visit of Area Director visit, we requested him to arrange this session, some training session on evaluation. He took it and given this excellent training session for us. I think definitely it will be helpful to everyone who attended. And a lot of things we have in pipeline. We will put it one by one, and expecting more and more from you. I think this is a first event, right, in our area 66. So most probably I'm expecting more events, and our support will be there from our club. Definitely our support will be there. Thank you all once again. It's a nice experience with you all, and I need to thank to the TT master who worked with me today's session, Toastmaster Sharmi. She is very supportive and coordinative. Thank you very much, madam, for your support. Thank you very much once again. And thank you all once again, event chair. Thank you for this opportunity. Back to area director.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Yeah, let us invite. We have one more guest who is listening from the beginning, and that is our Assistant Division and Director Program Quality, Toastmaster Lillian. Please welcome, ma'am. Please share your feedbacks about this event. Toastmaster Lillian. Okay, I think she is not available. Then I would like to call our Division N Director, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar. Few words, please, sir.
Well, I'm a bit speechless, I would say. Fellow Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, once again, a warm good evening to all. It was a wonderful afternoon, and I have learned a lot from DTM Samir Kamal's session, because as Division A Director mentioned, the mentorship is one of the key thing which is playing a major role across the Toastmaster community. He has explained it very fabulously. So thanks to him. And in overall, I have enjoyed the whole event, especially the table topic session, the way it was conducted. I can clearly imagine the meticulous planning and smooth execution under the leadership of Toastmaster Murli and Area Director Toastmaster Kabir. Thank you so much. My only humble request is please conduct these kind of events more often so that my life would be very easier. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Division Director. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. Hope you all enjoyed today's session, and my sincere thanks and appreciation to all the leaders who were support this event, and my sincere thanks to all the president and VP Education who extended their best support to conduct this event. Thank you so much once again, and let us adjourn today's meeting. Yes, I adjourn this meeting. Let us meet one more exciting event in future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.